All right, 2016 is coming to a close. Let's do this.
Shave it up!
All right, everybody. It is Friday again, and I apologize I took a couple weeks off with the Christmas holiday. Wanted to relax and not worry about doing a video, so I hope you'll forgive me for that. Hope you all had a great Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, holiday break, whatever holiday you decided to celebrate, and wish you all a Happy New Year as we step into 2017. Now, I wanted to review some of my favorite products from this year that I felt like were worth talking about. Most of which are new to me this year, and probably new to you as well. Some of them I have done reviews on, some I haven't, but I wanted to review them today and just kind of talk about what some of my favorite products are this year. So let's go ahead and get started with the first category. We'll call this the Best of 2016 Soaps. First, the honorable mentions we'll go with. The first thing that I want to bring up is this one right here. This year wouldn't be complete without Noah Laurence from Katie's Bubbles. Thank you, Chris, for doing this for us again. We so much appreciate your willingness to put your hard work and effort into making this soap for our fundraiser. It was a great success this year, and a lot of people really like the soap. I see it pretty regularly in Shave of the Day posts, and so it's a wonderful scent. The citrus and cypress in this, it's a great blend, and I really appreciate it. So thanks, Chris, and thank you, Katie's Bubbles. Honorable mention on one of the soaps of the year. Next one that I have enjoyed the heck out of is actually Captain Smythe's Big Shave Soap from the Big Shave West. Strawberry and Oud with PAA's Performance. It's hard to go wrong with it. I shaved with this morning, actually. So thank you, Douglas. Great product there. Now, let's go into my top 3 soaps of the year. And these are from 3 different artisans, and they're all 3 new to me this year. The first one, which is probably isn't a surprise to many of you if you've been watching my Instagram feed, and that is Uncle John's Pumpkin Spice. Now, this has become a quick favorite of both mine and my wife's. Several times my wife has come into my den and stolen this soap from me. So great soap, and I loved using it. It lathers incredibly well, really easy to use, and this soap just smells fantastic. I love it, and I'm really glad I still have it in my den. Second place goes to Soap Commander Honor. Now, this is a very new acquisition for me. I was delayed in getting it. I ended up receiving this as a gift, so thank you very much for sending this to me, and I truly appreciate it. I'm honored by having it. This is my favorite barbershop scent. It's just so good. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't checked this out, this is probably one of the breakout soaps of the year, in my opinion. Just fantastic stuff. Really great. And then, last but not least, my favorite soap of the year, #1 in my book, is the Deal Maker. From the shaving shop, Peter Charkalis worked with a secret artisan who, it's probably not that big of a secret, but I swore myself to secrecy anyway, and made this soap. It is based on Christian Dior's Fahrenheit cologne, and it's a wonderful scent. It is my wife's favorite soap for me to use. Reminds her of a cologne I used to wear when we were dating. I still have it. I just don't wear it that often. Special occasions only. But great soap, and it's one of the few actually that I have. I don't know how well you can see it there. The lighting isn't great. There's the circle. The Ring of Death is appearing in the bottom of this tub. I might need to get some more soon. But fantastic stuff. So that's soaps. Now, let's go into DEs. Okay, I tested a lot of double-edged razors this year, and many of them didn't make the cut. And so while I hate to say that, it's the truth. But my top 3 are, in a particular order, let's say, in third place, and I haven't had the chance to review this officially yet, but it is the Hone Type 15A. Now, many of you have probably seen my review of the Hone Type 15, which is the brass version, and I love that razor. I just got it back. I had it back for a little while, and then my little brother stole it from me, so he loves that razor. He's just absolutely in love with it. But this is, I thought I wouldn't like it as much as I do with the weight because it's so much lighter, but it's just a great shaver. If you haven't checked it out, Hone razors, they should be available. I'll put a link down in the description. And the aluminum razor is considerably cheaper than the brass. That's a great option for you if you can't afford the brass one. So then, number 2, I actually don't have in my possession. It was part of a pass around when I got to try it way back at the beginning of the year. And it was just fantastically gorgeous. I loved using it. Very great shaver. It was the Barbaros TR1. I'll put a picture of it here. I loved using that razor. Any blade that I put in it, it just worked fantastically, and it was so good looking. Oh man, that razor was so pretty and very well put together. So the Barbaros TR1 gets our 2nd place. Then the number 1 razor for me this year was actually a bit of a surprise to me. I wanted to write it off as hype, but I can't do that. After testing it and using it, I love this thing, and it is the Rockwell 6S. Not an adjustable razor by the traditional sense of adjustable, but it's a complete set, and I never had a bad shave with it, ever. Even on its most aggressive setting on the R6 plate, it's a fantastic shaver. And for the $100, yeah, it's $100, but for what you get, man, it's very high quality built and just a fantastic shaver. So I can't recommend this one highly enough. That's DEs. Now let's move on to SEs, or the single edge. We're talking mostly Feather Artist Club style single edge razors, okay? The number 3, and actually I don't have it right now, I still own it, but it's on loan to my brother in Texas, and that is the Above the Tie SE1. In particular, in this case, it's the Bamboo SE1. I got to try it. I really liked shaving with it. I found for a little while, at least for me, I was feeling like the Feather Artist Club, the wide head, was just a bit of a waste for me. But all that aside, it's a very well put together razor. Shaves excellently, and I had great shaves with it. So if you can afford it, it's something I would definitely take a look at, especially if you like the SE platform. Stan makes incredible stuff. The 2nd place that I have is for the, also it's not in my possession right now, it was part of a pass around when I did the review. It's the Colonial Razors General. And it comes in the black or the aluminum finish, the matte finish, and it's a great shaver, especially for the price. I think it's about $60, $60–70, and it's a great shaver. I really enjoyed it. It is a bit light for my taste, but you can't argue with the performance. It's a great shaver. The Evans brothers are the ones that have put it together, and they've done a great job, and they've done a great job running their business. And so I applaud them for their innovation and their willingness to put themselves out there. It's a great product. So that's the number 2. Then the number 1 spot for me for SE razors was also a bit of a surprise. It just recently came into my den as a gift. It was a Christmas gift and a Christmas exchange, and it is the RazorRock Hawk. Now, you just can't argue with this thing. It's not the prettiest thing, and I haven't done an official review on it, but it shaves. It shaves really well. I don't necessarily care for the lightness of it because it's all aluminum and it's not very heavy at all. But paired with a heavier handle, I really like shaving with this. And it's made me believe in SE razors again. So there's that. So that is SEs. Let's go into brushes now. Really, I've only had 3 new brushes come into my den this year, and they've all been great. So let's go with the 3rd place, which is the Satin Tip Synthetic. This came as a part of the Wet Shaving Club box that I got. And it's a great brush. I mean, especially for what it is, it's an inexpensive synthetic, has a nice grip to it, and some good backbone, some good play in the brush. I really enjoyed using it. My wife particularly likes this one. And number 2 is also a synthetic. I haven't gotten much into synthetics, but this one really surprised me. I really liked it. I unfortunately don't have it in my possession right now because it's on loan to my brother. But it is the Shave Revolution synthetic. Unfortunately, Shave Revolution is no longer with us. They decided to close up shop this year, but they made a fantastic synthetic brush, and I really enjoy using it. I want it back talking to you. And then last but not least, the first place is, for me, the brush that has gotten the most play for me this year, probably, at least since I've had it, is the Brush Guy Shaving Supplies Matthew Marting. I call this the vanilla brush because it's orange, and orange is the color for Prader-Willi syndrome awareness. And so I decided to get this brush made by Brush Guy Shaving. Fantastic brush. This knot is so nice. Nice three-banded badger. Great backbone, great play from it. I love shaving with this thing. No matter what soap I use, it works well with this brush. I've yet to have a bad one. Okay, now let's talk about Artisans. I'm going to keep my comments brief here because I had a few runners-up that I think are definitely worth mentioning, and I've mentioned a couple of them already, but they're just people that have contributed a lot to the shaving community lately. And first is Stubble Trouble. Adam Lindbergh is a very enthusiastic guy that I met at the Big Shave West, and if you ever have the chance to meet him, please do. He's a great guy, and he made one of my favorite soaps this year, which was the Stubble Trouble Pirate Cowboy. I ended up selling that soap as part of a fundraiser, and so just sold it and used the funds for the fundraiser. But great soap. I really enjoyed using it, and he's a really great guy. Congratulations, by the way, Adam, on your recent engagement. Wish you guys all the happiness in the world. And then we have Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Douglas Smythe, and his lovely girlfriend, Fran. Wonderful people. Got to meet them earlier this year as well, and absolutely love working with them. It's a pleasure to be on the Wet Shavers Roundtable with Douglas every week, and they make great products. There's no arguing with that. You'd be hard pressed to find anybody that's as enthusiastic about this hobby as Douglas is. You'd be really hard pressed to find that. So I really appreciate all his hard work, and I know he loves what he does. He really does. And so he's on my honorable mention list as well. Another honorable mention, last one, is Katie's Bubbles. So Chris Cullen, fantastic artisan, great guy. I got to meet him when I was in New Jersey this year, and look forward to hopefully meeting him again, or seeing him again, getting together when I go head back there again in the spring. And fantastic guy. Obviously, he helped us out with our fundraiser for Noah, and love Katie's Bubbles stuff. Some of the best performing soaps you'll find. So thank you, Chris, for your contributions this year. Then in the number 2 spot, so we'll say runner-up for top artisan of the year, was a breakout artisan for me, and that's Uncle John's. He's done an absolute awesome job with his products. Makes great scents, great soaps, and I love his videos. Actually, he's if you haven't checked him out, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. But he just very much a no BS kind of person, and I love that. He speaks his mind. He's very clear, and he's been really fun to work with. And customer service is sky high with this guy. You just communicate with him, and he'll be upfront with you, and he'll give you the best service that he can. So I love working with him. Can't recommend him enough. Then my number 1 artisan this year, simply because of, well, I know them personally. I consider them dear friends, and their ability to press forward despite hardship this year. You probably already know where I'm going with this, and that is Soap Commander. Darren and Carrie Seibert. It was an absolute delight to meet them in person. I got to visit their home earlier this year when I visited Alabama, and just you don't find better people in the world than Darren and Carrie, and I truly admire them, and hope that I can be more like them every day. So congratulations, Darren and Carrie, and you guys make some fantastic products. Nobody would argue with that, and I think everybody would agree with me in thanking you for your contributions this year to the shaving community. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys, so if you would, down in the comments, throw out your favorite soap, DE, SE, brush, artisan, same categories that I gave you here. Go ahead and put them down in the comments. Love to hear from you about it. And don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and share with people that you want to share with. Appreciate you guys watching my channel and supporting me throughout this year. 2016 has been a great year, and I look forward to having another great year in 2017. Hopefully we'll have some more great products coming in, some giveaways, and a lot of fun stuff. So thank you everybody for watching and supporting my channel, and be smooth, shave it up. We'll see you next time in 2017. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you.